Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 4 of Russia 25k, where I play Geoguessr and Russia, get 25,000 points, and talk you through every step of the way. So I'm going to play again a challenge link. Please see the link in the description below. If you want to play along, if you want to play around, come back and watch me, play round 2, watch me, or if you want to just play through and then, or not play at all, don't mind. Link below if you want to do that. So round 1 looks very wintry, which is a very distinct thing to see in Russia because lots of the Google street coverage is taken during the summer when everything looks nice and pretty, but there are a few distinct areas, typically between Ukraine and Mongolia, in this area down in the south of Russia, around Volgograd, Rostov, where they took their coverage around October, around in the winter. So I was looking around for something. There is something, and I've just spotted it here, so I'll pause the frame for you to have a look. There's something I spot here. If you see it, congratulations, it's very small, but it is this statue, you see. So this is the Radina Mat, which is, in English it's called the Motherland Calls, and it's like a monument or a commemoration for the lives lost in the siege of Stalingrad, or these days called Volgograd. So I do like to look for this statue if I think I'm in Volgograd, but if you walk around on Google Street View, you will see it's not actually that visible from many places at all. You have to be very lucky to be able to see it. It is up on the hill, it's very tall, but typically the buildings in front of you are much larger. Even houses, you can't really see it above it. So it's hard to find. But I was lucky here that I did find it. So I'm looking directly south here, and I see that the statue is a little bit to the left, which means I'm slightly west of the northern line from this statue. So I found the statue on the map, which was not too difficult. And then up to the north and a little bit west, I find this intersection. So now it was a case of just going back to the start and trying to retrace my steps and work out how I got here. Now I'm in the general area, I thought it might be best to look for a street name and look in that general area for the street name, but I couldn't really find anything. So I'll go back to retracing my steps, and then I look again for street names, and it took me a little while, but I did find something. Down this road I did find this number 48 in Svyazistov, which was on the map. Not too hard. Found number 48, it was conveniently numbered for us. So I jumped back to the start again and lined things up. There was a Magnet store and a Pyaturchka, which made it a bit easier. Not too bad in the end. I think this maybe took around 5 minutes. But I had this round, the first round, of course, and I found this statue, and I just thought, oh my god, I need to save this. I need to get 25k on this game and keep this footage because I really wanted to talk about it. So into round 2. This one, you can, if you look at the Geoguessr map here, I've already found where this is. The problem is I played this round and then I realized I wasn't recording. So I'm re-recording my steps. I luckily noticed before I hit guess. So this way, just over to the west, was a river called Nurich. And I found a sign here for, I'm not really sure what it's for, something about forest, maybe preventing forest fires and things like that. And I see at the bottom there's a phone number which has the regional code 346. And this is the Khanty-Mansi region, or otherwise known as the Surgut region. Typically you find sandy sides to the roads around this area, which is quite distinct. I found a sign here for Sovietsky and Agirish. And another one again for Agirish and Zelenoborsk, which is over in the left side or the west side of this region, Sovietsky Agirish. So I found where I was on this road, and Zelenoborsk is there. So I can jump back to the start and try and line myself up with this river. So I did some clicking left and right, or west and east, to find whereabouts on the road I was, but the river is not in the right place, similar to the Sakhalin one of episode 2, and unfortunately it's a couple hundred meters away, but it's absolutely the best guess I could make with the information I had, based on the river being in the right place and the top of the intersection further up the road. That was the best I could do, and it's unfortunate, but what can you do? We found it, so it's fine. Round 3 feels like a normal city, maybe something large. I noticed some hills over to the west, which is not common in the west side of Russia. You'd typically find that around Krasnoyarsk and Novosibirsk and this sort of area, and even more to the east in Irkutsk and further. Typically in the west you don't see lots of tree-laden hills. So I find a road here, 116A on Krasnoyarsky Robochi. The road angle lines up with the main roads on the south side of the city, and this main yellow highway here is called Krasnoyarsky Robochi, which is what I found. So the numbers were easy to find too, 116A, and I lined up this hotel, and I started just next to this building, the 116A. I used the buildings here to line up where I was, so it's something that's perhaps underrated. You can really look into specific shapes of buildings, and the Google satellite really picked it up very well, and maps it quite accurately usually. So this round I see lots of Western cars. You see like Mercedes, and there are a couple of Asian ones too, but typically if you see like French cars or American cars like Chevrolet or BMW or Citroen, Renault, these sort of cars, you're going to be in the west side of Russia. You're going to be in St. Petersburg specifically, or possibly Moscow, or like Belgorod, or somewhere along the border with the rest of Europe. That billboard was very specific for St. Petersburg. I've never seen it anywhere else, but you may notice too that they have this silver kind of outline, but very thick silver border at the bottom, and they have blue stickers, and they always seem to have the phone number on there, which is 812, which is really handy. So I went along the road a little, and I found this metal circular walkway, which I thought was quite distinct and findable. So I found one just like that. But the road angle didn't seem right. I did look around, but it didn't look right, and nor did the second one. So I had a look around a little more, just around the city, to make sure I'm not tunnel visioning and finding something in one place and assuming that it only exists there. So I look around and I find nothing. Here I see a road name, which says Budapestskaya. So I go down to the south again, and down here I notice we have other roads with names of cities too. So we have Bukarestskaya and Sofiyskaya, and I found Budapestskaya Ulica, found this circular ring, and again retraced my steps back to where I started. I used the main road here and this green building with a fixed price on it. That was findable on the map. And again, just retracing back to the start, lining up the road, making sure I'm at the right intersection, because even I think 85 meters away and that you lose points, so have to be very careful. But this was quite easy to find in the end. So round 5, another big city, as you can see. This is a distinctive bus. I see immediately this bus. This is a Perm. Perm is between Kazan and Yekaterinburg. As you see here, they have this distinctive bus with the red permfest.ru, this website, and this, I'm not sure exactly what it's about, but if you see this with this pattern and the bear on it and this exact shade of red, you can be pretty happy that you're in Perm. This was a very main road with a findable angle, and it was all quite trivial in the end. Didn't take much looking around to find this here, unfortunately, because we are here to try and teach you something about Russia. But very good set of rounds. It was unfortunate about the 2 points around Surgut, but good game. So thanks very much for watching. Hit like if you liked it. If you want to see more, then you can hit subscribe and drop some comments below if you feel like it. Thanks so much, and I'll see you again soon.